करें
Sir, एक मिनट, I'll announce.
Sir, for camera. Yes, sir.
Right?
Who's calling?
Just I'll announce. Sir.
कम करें
Sir, एक मिनट, I'll announce.
Sir, for camera. Yes, sir.
So it's a toss time between Lall and Sethi and SNA law offices. We have the two captains here, and we also have the honor of having Dr. Lalit Bhasin and Mr. Vijay Chaudhary amongst us. Jatin is here with us as well. Who's calling? Jatin, you will call. Mr. Bhasin, if you could spin the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. Tails it is.
Tail.
What will you have? What will you have? What will you do? Batting or bowling?
We'll bat first.
Okay, so Lall and Sethi are batting first, and SNA would be bowling. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All the
Right?
Yes, sir.
Welcome everyone in the second match on ground number one, Lall and Sethi versus SNA Law. A toss went to Lall and Sethi, elected to bat first. And indeed, what a wonderful first match we witnessed on this ground. LKS and SKB. Yes, LK has won this match. Won that match by 51 runs. Yes, we are on with the second match in this 15th Self-Turf Cricket League 2023. Firstly, we thanks our sponsors. Yes, we are ready with the first ball. Yes, jersey number 999 is on at the very first ball. Starts with the full and delivery, as that was a no ball. And yes, 2 runs are added, and still first ball is to be bowled. Yes, so we are on with the free hit. Away from the batter, and certainly what a wonderfully bowled by this man. The free hit, saving all the runs. Quite Fuller plays on the onside. So that came from the bottom of the bat.
इंडिविजुअल मैच तो स्टार्ट नहीं किया ना, हो ही नहीं रहा अपडेट. एक बार दिखाना, फोन दिखाना. या तो याद रखो, ठीक है. जैसे भाई जैसे होता है 8 7 खाऊं आईडिया मैच.
So wonderfully bowled. Certainly they had moved away from the batter. First over is on. Toss went to Lall and Sethi. Elected to bat first. That was quite Fuller. Went at mid-off region. Though that came pretty well on the bat, but good fielding at the end at widish mid-off. So far 4 runs are added. Lalit has bowling the first over. Quite Fuller. Again came from the middle of the bat. Dot comes. Kapil and Manish came as an opening pair. Yes, Lalit once again bowling last ball of this over. At short straight bat. Plays towards at short extra cover. So dot comes. So yes, first over is bowled. Score is 4 without any damage.
So change in wins as the winning team, the toss winning team that is, electing to bat first. Generally, we've seen this pattern, as I mentioned in the previous game as well, that teams like to chase in this format of the game. But Lall and Sethi team, they've decided to bat first. Probably this decision has to do something with the first game as well. You know, teams are chasing down. They found it difficult. This is a sluggish ground. The outfield is not the quickest. And once the ball gets really old on this particular pitch, scoring becomes slightly difficult. You know, having said that, probably the team that won the toss, they knew that the pitch is getting slower as the day progresses. And meanwhile, what a beautiful stroke that is through the offside. It's on very rare occasions we see such strokes with on offer, and he puts that to good use. A big shot, and I believe that's the first boundary of this particular match as well. A good hit, good confident hit. The bowler is looking to put his height to good use. Generates a disconcerting bounce generally, but that's set up nicely for the batsman. So just like we saw in the previous game, with the hard new ball, scoring would be slightly easier, and as the ball gets older, it will get difficult. And also, once you bat first, you've got the runs on the board, so it's always the onus is always on the team chasing. This time hits it towards the onside, not the timing he would have liked there, but will get a single. Far fetch from the fielders. One more run added to the total. This is the second over in progression. The jerseys of both the teams are quite similar. You've seen this tinge of orange in the previous game as well. So orange seems to be the trending team. We saw Netherlands yesterday in the World Cup taking on Pakistan. They are a prominent team, and Netherlands have been associated with that color since a number of years now. The Dutch swear by that orange, beat whatever sport they play. You see, any sport, any Dutchman representing their country, the fans, they turn up in orange, and that's a sweep shot, and he's found the gap there as well. 4 more runs. So now they're picking up the pace here. They've got an idea of what this turf is doing, and they're playing along nicely. A good over that one, the second one. That's the end of the second. And these two openers are going slowly and steadily. So the second over done and dusted. 13 for no loss, the batting team after the end of that one. Goes big, goes straight down the ground. What a shot that is! That's never easy to hit such a big six straight down the ground. And he's really made that look easy. What a classy stroke as well. There were no second thoughts about it. He was always looking for a six there. And no better place to hit than straight down the ground. No fielder there. Just missing the side screen. They're picking up the pace now. These two have had a measure of the bowlers and also of the pitch. Goes hard again, but straight to the fielder. No timing whatsoever there. It was all power, no timing. Straight to the fielder. Takes an easy catch. So a quick fire innings comes to an end. Slower delivery, foxing the batsman. And it's a double-edged sword. Die by the sword, you live by it, and the man has to depart. भाई वेलू का क्या ही है, साला उसके लिए इतना दूर आना पड़ता है. आता नहीं मैं, अलग बात है, बट मन करता है. हैं? ठीक है सर. ओके ओके. So the first wicket has fallen. Jatin taking that fine catch, standing at extra cover. So 19 for 1 at the moment, the batting team. The new batsman walks out to the middle. Nicely gets behind the line of the ball, defends that. No chance of a run there. Not that he intended to take a single as well. Just a good looking defensive stroke. So this has been a mixed bag, this particular over. It's really difficult to distinguish between these two teams. At orange. Again, nicely gets behind the line. The ball defends that. I think there was slight movement on that one off the deck, coming into the batsman, troubling him somewhat. He's kept things tight, except for the first 6. He's pulled things back, kept things tight. The line has been immaculate. No width on offer. Or directed would have been closed and overthrows, but there is enough backup. And really, he wasn't too far away from the stumps. A direct hit would have been really interesting. I believe it would have been curtains for the batsman. So 2 more deliveries to go in this third over. Lalit into his second. Bowled an economical first over. Oh, that was in the air. That was in the air again. A shy at the stumps. And the batsman was a goner if he had it. Risky singles. They're risking it at the moment. So far, it has paid off. And that is the end of the over. That's the end of the third. They're 21 for 1 after the end of the third.
ठंडा वाला भाई मुझे बोलता ठंडा नहीं पीना चाहिए.
Thank you. So that particular over, mixed bag, 8 runs coming off it and also a wicket. The run rate is 7.8 at the moment. So jersey number 9 will be bringing in the 4th over. Lalit has picked up a wicket in his quota of 2 overs, has given away just 11 runs. He's got two more overs to go, and in all likelihood, the team might hold him back to bowl the death. That's it straight. That's coming towards the onside. A couple of bounces and 4 more runs. He had picked his spot. वहां जा रही है ना, क्या करूं, कूद जाऊं? खड़े हो जाते पीछे यार. लो रिप्ले दूं. It was a juicy full toss, and the batsman just flicks it away. I believe he'd already picked up his spot. He knew where exactly the fielders were placed. Had a good pickup shot. It's good stuff. They're not backing down from playing their strokes, these two batsmen. A wicket has fallen. And again, that really puts the pressure on the bowler. Even in the previous over, we saw that the batsman started off the over with a maximum. This time he started the over with a boundary. That always puts the pressure on the bowler. Shot, and just like in the previous over, he was going for the glory shot yet again and has been hauled out straight to the seam fielder, I believe. Standing at extra cover. This is like deja vu. Boundary and out. The second one has fallen. That is yet another massive wicket.
Lall and Sethi और वो है S&A law.
भाई मेरे कैमरामैन ने क्या काम किया देखो लो. 10 नंबर है. 10 नंबर तो है नहीं नाम.
दिखा नहीं होगा उसको.
10 नंबर का नाम. अरे सर इतनी सीरियस बोलूँगा.
So jersey number 10 walks out. So Mahinder walks out to the middle. He'll be facing his first delivery. So this is good, smart stuff from the bowling team. They've kept things really simple here. Once again, what the bowler did was invite the batsman to play the big shot towards the offside, bowls it slightly slower off the deck. And the batsman had to generate all kinds of pace there. He had to hit it hard. But all he manages to do is hit it straight into the hands of the fielder at extra cover. It was a slight fumble, but in the end, he makes it count. Again, uses soft hands to play that towards the offside. No chance of a run. Another dot delivery. This has been a remarkable comeback by the bowling team. Short. He's varying his length. And that is a very good delivery on this pitch. The short delivery, especially because of his height as well. The batsman is always caught in two minds. And if you get good bounce from that length, then you can be rest assured that the batsman is in trouble. Generally, it doesn't bounce as much. But he's making it happen, the bowler here. He's got an effortless bowling action. A very short run up. And he's exerting a lot of power in the very end during the delivery stride. You can see that again, the batsman just turning it away towards the offside, gets another single, one more run taken there. So another successful over comes to an end. So fourth over gone, and 27 for 2 at the moment. Lall and Sethi, after they chose to bat. So 2 more overs of the power plays remain. So the fielding team are really vocal after those 2 wickets. trying to put the pressure on the batsman. Remember, there are only two out there in the middle, and you are 11, so you'll always outnumber them. But how the batsmen can respond to these taunts would be with the bat. That is the best way to respond to these taunts. When you hit those big shots, when you counter attack, when you have the scoreboard moving at an alarming pace, you'll see that the voices become mumbles. Then they'd be scratching their head on how to stop the batsman. Again, good running between the wickets, good understanding between these two. The bowling team so far has been on top. They've understood this, that yes, the batsmen are looking to attack, and they've kept things very simple. Wickets is what they're looking for. It's very evident they're looking for wickets. They know that the best way to keep the score down is to pick up wickets. Again, a good shot, taking full toll of the field restrictions. All he had to do was clear mid-on. Does that with relative ease. And as I said, after the sixth over, when the field just opens up, the restrictions are removed. When you have five fielders outside the circle, and the ball becomes softer and more rough, and it aids the spinners, it becomes difficult to score. We've seen this pattern. Again, goes for the big one through the outside. It was in the air, was hanging up in the air for quite some time. They'll come back for the second. Almost when it left bat, it seemed like it was traveling towards the boundary ropes, but not to be. The fielder doing well, quickly getting to it, keeps it down to just a couple. Another brace there. He's got a solid action, and he's carved it away towards extra cover. Never an easy shot to play. How well has he hit that one? Slightly opening the angle, opening the face of the bat, works it away towards the offside. Excellent stroke making that. The bowler has struck to a very good line, and he's just manufactured that shot. Brilliant stuff. Again, advances down the track through the onside. Field restrictions in place. The fielder, can he get to it? This time he can't. 4 runs. A boundary. And they are accelerating here. Moving at a good clip now. This has been a big over. And it's the end of the fifth. So massive over that for the batting team. They're 44 for 2 after the end. I beg your pardon, rather they're 40 for 2 after the end of the fifth. And one more power play over to go after this one. Rather, it's 44. Indeed, it's 44. So start of a fresh over. This would be the final power play over. Starts off with a wide, just away from the tram line. I will have to re-bowl that one, the bowler. Go straight. And the fielder can't do anything. That was way over his head. Nicely placed. 4 more runs. So again, they have just one mode. It seems like Lall and Sethi, they know they are out here to put on a big total on the board, and they have been counter-attacking. They've lost 2 quick wickets. That really hasn't set them back. Good cricket that. Just after he gets a boundary, just opens the face of the bat. Gets a single and 50 up for the team, courtesy that single as well. They're 50 for 2. So it's really good cricket, because every single time they've tried to hit a boundary of the very first delivery of an over, and that really puts extra pressure, extra burden on the bowler to pull things back. It's never a good feeling to concede a boundary of your very first delivery. Takes it on the full. Good fielding, was hit hard, but straight to the man. Dot ball. Looks to sweep it away towards the onside. Dot delivery. Oh, another full toss. Get some wood on it, and that's traveling. Just using the pace of the bowler. Is that a no ball? Yes, it is. No ball signal by the umpire. So that was above waist height. A slip up from the bowler. I'm sure he didn't intend to bowl that, but it will be a free hit delivery. So now they've got the medal to the pedal, the batting team. They're scoring at a very good clip here. Free hit delivery, bowls it slower. That's unusual. I think the batsman forgot that it was a free hit delivery. Just defends it. Well, he had the license. I think he just forgot about the free hit. A taut delivery, nevertheless. The bowling team won't mind that. Goes through the offside, hits it hard, but there is sweeper cover. Just a single. This is a final power play over. Remember, just two fielders outside the circle. One is at sweeper cover, one at long on. So final delivery of the power plays. 50 up in good time for the batting team. Wanted to guide it away towards the onside. He's been hit on the pad, but no chance of a run there. That's the end of the over. That's the end of the sixth. That's the end of the power play overs as well. The fielding restrictions are taken out now, and the batting team, they're 56 for 2 at the end of the sixth. So drinks are off the field, and so are the restrictions. 6 overs have been bowled. The projected score from here on, if they go in the same clip, would be 187. Spin has been introduced. A leggy comes into it, and straight away he's asking questions. Good delivery, nicely tossed up. And we saw in the previous game as well, spinners did rule the roost, especially with the older ball. If you've got enough drift, if you give the ball enough air, you will trouble them. A huge shout again. The umpire is unmoved. Dot delivery once again. 2 dots to begin with. So the current run rate is 8.84. So this is the interesting phase. 3 dots on the trot here. This is really interesting. The interesting phase, because we've seen that Lall and Sethi, this team loves to play their shots. So Raju is batting on 20. Mahinder at the other end is batting on 9 of 9. Looks to cut it away towards the offside. Swing and a miss again. 4 dots. What a good start this is from Suraj. This is the phase where we saw in the previous game as well. The batsmen were struggling to score. They were struggling to get the big hits out, and stumping behind the wickets. The square leg umpire has raised his finger. Smart wicket keeping that. The batsman has to walk back. He never looked comfortable against the leg spinner. He loses his balance, and the wicketkeeper was very quick to whip off the bails. And the third one has gone. A well set batsman departs. He was looking dangerous. And the spinner reaping the benefits. And as we see, we can watch the replays. These pictures are provided to us by our broadcasters, JBMR Sports. These high definition pictures. Well, this is a big tournament. We're almost playing 1.5 months, I believe, this long tournament. 32 teams are a part of this tournament, and I'm sure everybody would be studying their opponents. I'm sure a lot of you are watching the match live on YouTube. Streaming is live provided by JBMR Sports. Not only the live action, you can even watch the highlights package as well. Goes a long way in studying your opponents. And Suraj Prasad hasn't given away a single run. He's picked up a wicket. And that is the end of the over. A wicket made in that. What an over. What a start by Suraj. 7th over gone. They're 56 for 3. Lall and Sethi. So spin at both ends now. An off spinner. He'll be bowling his first. Himanshu Dubey will be bowling his first over. So the bowling team pulling things back. That's the beauty of 2020 cricket. It's just a matter of one delivery. It's just a matter of one over. We saw in the previous over that the batting was on top. They scored heavily. That was the final over of the power plays. And then the spinner, the leg spinner coming in and pulls a wicket made in. And all of a sudden, the batting team are under a lot of pressure. Another dot delivery. And all of a sudden, the fielding team are vocal once again. Himanshu starts off with the dot. Cuts it fiercely, but straight to the field. A mix-up, chance of a run out. Gets back in time. There was some confusion there. A non-striker wanted to get to the striker's end. The striker was not aware of it. So that's what dot balls do to you. They they trouble you psychologically, and just evading the fielder at short extra cover. A couple of more runs, 2 more runs there. A brace. So first runs in the last 9 deliveries. Bowls it slower. Just adapt towards the offside. Again, there was some confusion. Yes and no calls being made by both the batsmen. In the end, they rightfully choose not to take that single. Just 2 runs have come of the first 4 deliveries. 2 more. A technical glitch, but we've just witnessed a hat trick here on the ground. Himanshu Dupe has picked up 3 and 3. And now the batting team, they're falling apart. Lall and Sethi, they're falling on line pins. They've lost their 6, and hat trick it is for Himanshu Dubey. Bowling his second over, has given away just 3 runs and picked up 3 wickets. What a turnaround this is after that good start provided by the openers. And now the batting team, they are reeling at 65 for 6. That's why I said this particular format of the game, it can change within a couple of deliveries. So we are just about the halfway mark. This is the 10th over. And now things are looking bleak for Lall and Sethi. They're 65 for 6 at the moment. The new man walks out. Himanshu has got the ball in his hands. He'll be looking for a 4th here. Himanshu ready to bowl. The new man will be facing him. He'll be jittery. 3 wickets of the previous 3 deliveries. Himanshu to continue. Waits for it and lets it go away from the tram light. It's fired in wider. And the batsman sense that. Sushil Kumar is a new man. Just lets it go. So that is the first run in this over. Courtesy of wide. He's got an unusual approach to the crease and he's picked up a wicket. It's unusual, but it's working for the bowler. That's the 4th one in this particular over. What an over this is turning out to be. Bowls it quick, just fires it in, and the batsman couldn't react in time. It stays low. And just as we're watching in the replays, these beautiful visuals provided to us by JBMR Sports, he's got an unusual approach to the wickets. Oh, that one came in sharply. That one stayed low. Nothing the batsman could have done there. He was caught in his crease, and the 7th wicket down. Lall and Sethi, they are clearly on the back foot. They've lost their 7th. So heading into the halfway mark, Lall and Sethi, they are struggling. They need a partnership, and they need a partnership big time here. Final delivery of the 10th over, and then we'll have the drinks break. The new man coming in at number 9. He'll be facing his first delivery. Will he be looking for a fifth year? Final delivery. What an over this has been. Fireworks from the bowler. He's beaten the batsman, all ends up. They've got no answer whatsoever. Final delivery, quicker. Quickly gets his bat down in time, turns it away towards the offside. Sensational over that. Just a wide of it, and 4 wickets coming in that over. And at the halfway mark, Lall and Sethi, they're 66 for 7. So we're at the halfway mark, and we'll switch ends now. The umpire suggesting that we'll be switching ends. The run rate has dropped below 7. Chandar is the new batsman who's walked out. Mahinder is at the other end. He's batting on 17 of 16. So Mahinder would be wondering what has just happened. It's like they were hit by a storm in the previous over. Lall and Sethi. This is not they would have been hoping for after winning the toss and electing to bat first. Manoj is into the attack. Mahinder bowling his first. Cuts it away. It's in the gap, but there is sweeper cover, enough protection. We'll keep it down to just a single. Mahinder moves to 18, gets a new man, Chandar on strike. Chandar yet to get off the mark. So, what SNA Law would be hoping for is wiping out the tail here. Get them to double digits and chase this target down pretty quickly and put on a statement here on day 1. Played and missed, drew him forward, is looking to sweep it towards the onside, drawing the batsman forward. Good stuff, good bowling, smart thinking by the bowler. Chandar has his task cut out. He's supposed to stitch a partnership together with Mahinder, who's got off to a good start. But the question is, will he run out of partners? He needs able support. Guides it away towards the square leg region. We'll have to wait for the umpire's verdict to see if he's off the mark. Yes, no signal from the umpire, so that's off the bat. So Chandar off the mark with that single. Mahinder back on strike. Mahinder again looks to cut it away. There was a hint of width, but not wide enough. And again, on that occasion as well, the ball staying slightly lower than he expected. So we've seen that there has been variable bounce on this pitch. That's high in the air. Long on getting underneath that one. Has he taken it? He's dropped it. A rare occasion where they've stumbled in the field. It was in the air, could have been the 8th wicket and would have been a massive wicket as well. Mahinder, the man, is looking to play the big shot, to hit it out of trouble. Plays it straight to long on, who puts it down. I'll tell you what, it was a very difficult catch. The sun shining so bright. Never easy to judge those. That's the end of the over. The 11th gone. Mahinder gets alive. He gets away with that one. He moves to 20. They're 70 for 7 after the end of the 11th. So 4 runs coming off the previous one. Manoj will continue. Can he get a 5? Quicker again. Plays it straight to the offside. Mahinder batting on 20. So Mahinder would be hoping that the plan would be not to expose Chandar to Manoj. The lower end batsman wouldn't fancy playing Manoj. Oh, that's running away. Thickish outside edge. The fielder does well. That ball was travelling. Does a bit of footsie. Keeps it to just 1. Gets Chandar back on strike. What that single does is that exposes Chandar in front of Himanshu. Himanshu, can he pick up a 5? Plays that well. Bit of bad bounce for the fielder, but he does it well enough. That could have easily been a boundary. Sticks out a hand, and that ball was travelling. Stops that in the nick of time. Just a single in the end. Himanshu, what a sensational over his previous one was. Hits it well. All along the carpet, straight to long off. 1 more run. So the runs are now coming in singles. Number 9 is out there. So a couple of more deliveries to go. That's in the air. Just short of the fielder. Does well. Full marks for commitment from the fielder. Has that gone all the way? That is the question. He does so well. Well, the initial attempt was to go for the catch. And unfortunately enough, that has gone all the way, I reckon. That's a boundary. A much needed boundary. Mahinder and his team would be really happy. A boundary really coming after a big drought. That's high in the air this time. Again, just short of him. He was caught, I believe, sitting on the fence there a bit. Was in 2 minds whether to go for it or stay back. So in the end, a single. That's the end of the over. A good one that for the batting team. So 12 overs gone. The batting team, they're 78 for 7. Himanshu has bowled 3 overs. He's picked up 4 wickets. Has given away just 12 runs. Just 8 more overs to go. So start of a fresh over. Starts off with the dot. Manoj bowled a decent first over, given away just 4 runs. That's hit hard, but excellent fielding. Confusion at 2 ends. I think the throw was at the wrong end. But brilliant fielding that puts him to dive. It's good overall cricket. Was hit so hard. The sound of the bat was travelling that ball. Puts his body on the line, makes that save. If not for that save, that was quickly travelling towards the boundary rope. Saves 4 runs for his team. Lobbed up in the air, swings it hard towards the onside door along the ground. There is protection in the deep. Just a single on that occasion as well. 1 more run. So apart from occasional boundaries, they're dealing in singles now. They've deviated from their approach early in the innings that we saw. Go straight. Long off in action. I reckon what Mahinder needs to do is pick up the gaps here. Well, he's He's playing the big shots. These are risky shots, but only for singles. So he'd be better off looking for the gaps rather than hitting it in the air. Meanwhile, Chandar hasn't looked too bad. He's done his job. He's batting on 4 at the moment. Final delivery of the over coming up. Manoj bowling his second has been economical. Tossed up in the air. That's a low full toss. Puts it in the gap. He knew there was no fielder there. Just had to get bat on ball. And 4 more runs. And what's even worse is it's a no ball as well. It's above the waist height. So it will be a free hit. That's a sigh of relief for the batting team. Free hit delivery. Chandar, the man on strike. He has the license. Will he go for it? He goes for it. Not the timing he would have liked, not the placement as well. Just a single. He will keep strike. That's the end of the 13th. So that's the end of another over. The batting team there 87 for 7 with 7 more overs to go. Mahinder is batting on 28. And Chandar has moved to 9. So run rate is below 7. And the projected score from here on looks to be around 134. 7 more overs to go. Manoj, I beg your pardon. Rather, Himanshu will be bowling his final over. The batsman turns it away towards the onside. Gets a single. So single off the first delivery. What a spell this has been, irrespective of whether he gets a fifer or not. Himanshu Dubey, take a bow. Sensational spell this. 4 more deliveries to go. Can he pick up a fifer? It would be a dream debut for Himanshu. I reckon he's playing his first game. What a start to the tournament he's had. Outside edge, thickish outside edge that is running away towards the fielders. Right in between 2 fielders. Another single taken, 1 more run added to the total. He's got all the variations as Himanshu. And has really kept the batsmen guessing. They've literally danced to his tunes. Chandar batting on 10. He's a man on strike. Hits it hard all along the ground. Good shot that. Well, he's not the most elegant looking batsman out there, but Chandar has been effective. He's been sensible. And he's played every single delivery along with the merit of the ball. Hits it straight. And that's handsome as well. That's 6. That's gone all the way. So Mahinder picking up the pace. Straight down the ground over the bowler's head. And that is some respite to the batting team. At one point of time, it seemed like they wouldn't get to the 3-figure mark. And now this partnership growing. Misfield. Now you see the outfield. It's gotten a slightly sloppier as well. A single, a fine spell that by Himanshu that comes to an end. He's given away just 22 runs in his quota of 4 overs, picking up 4 wickets. That's the end of the 14th. And the batting team, they're 97 for 7 with 6 more overs to go. So continues to be spin. The offie comes into the attack, hits it hard. Sweeper cover, does well. Keeps it down to just a single. Hits so hard. That was travelling quickly. Had to get down in time. Jatin Kapoor into the attack. He's bowling the 15th over. Mahinder has moved to 37 courtesy that shot. Chandar is batting on 11. Full toss. Heaves it away towards the onside, towards the deep. Just a single. So Chandar has been really sensible. He's played second fiddle to Mahinder. He knows his role. 17. Oh, chance! Chance of a stumping there. Extra bit of bounce. The keeper finding it tough to collect that one cleanly. He's been so good behind the wickets. On that occasion, he fumbled. Mahinder gets another life. He has been lucky in this innings. But as they say, fortune favours the brave. Swing and a miss again. He's just firing it in. Jatin. 2 runs have come off this over so far. But they don't mind it. If they get to that 16 over mark, they can accelerate in the final 4 overs. Does well. Excellent bit of work by the fielder at long off. Puts in the dive, keeps it to 2. 100 up for the team as well. They'd be pretty happy with that. At one point of time, it looked like they'd bundle out before getting to that 3-figure mark. They've got to 101 now. Final delivery of the over coming up. Mahinder moves to 39 of 33. What a valuable knock this has been. Wide signal by the umpire. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Just away from the tram line. The umpire was quick. Quickly reports that it is a wide. We'll have to re-bowl. Sensible that just guides it away towards the offside. Gets a single. That's the end of the over. He will keep strike. He moves to 40, 50th gone. And the batting team, they're 103 for 7 after the end of that one, with 5 more overs to go. The final 5 overs of this innings.
इसी एंड चल रही ना, इन पर आई नहीं था पहले तो रिसेंट से हुआ राहुल डोम क्यों बने भाई स्कूल बन रही है पता नहीं उम्मत क्यों बन रहा है लॉजिक क्या गुम्बद तो तेरे ये मस्जिद वाले गुम्बद है मेरे
बोले
जो गुम्बद है ये मस्जिद वाले है भाई इनमें भी होते थे क्रिश्चियन से भी होते हैं गुम्बद होते तो हैं इनमें भी होते हैं मैरी का
Acha. So start of a fresh over. Surinder is into the attack. So they've used a number of bowlers, the fielding team. They're rotating their bowlers. Surinder comes in to bowl the 16th. Mahinder, the man on strike, goes through the onside. There was a big wicket gap there. Long on, misfields. And is that a shift in momentum? You see misfields. All of a sudden, we can get to see a lot of misfields being made by the fielding team. The ball just gripping and turning. in the outfield have to be mindful of the angles. This time just a push towards the offside, gets a single, moves to 45, just 5 runs away from what would be a brilliant half century for Mahinder. Chandar back on strike, batting on 12. Chandar, the 16th over, just 4 more overs after this one. Bowls it slow, just tossing it up. Chandar again sensibly just chips it over the bowler's head, works it away towards long off, gets a single, gets Mahinder back on strike to face the final delivery of this over. Mahinder would be looking to guide his team towards a safer total. Hits hard. Again, the fielders are almost near the boundary ropes. Just a single. He will keep strike courtesy that single. 7 runs. In fact, 8 runs coming off that over. That's the end of the 16th. So Nelson on the board for the batting team. They're 111 for 7 after the end of the 16th. So start of the 17th over. Again, they're persisting with spin. Oh, a catch! That is a stunner! That was dipping, that was travelling hard. Puts in the dive. Sensational catch. That has been the catch of the day for me. And in all likelihood, that is one of the catches of this tournament going ahead. Wow, what a take that was. You've got to see the replays of that one. JBMR Sports bringing you all the visuals. That's inch perfect. That is inch perfect. No matter how much you train for these things, you've got to have it in you. You've got to be athletic if you are to take those catches. Pouch is that. Sensational stuff. So Mahinder falling short of his half century, but what a knock he played for his team. He departs, and Lall and Sethi, they've lost their 8th. The new man Manish comes in. Jatin Kapoor picking up his first wicket. Goes straight down the ground. What a positive looking shot first up. Plays it confidently. Straight to long off. He's off the mark with that single. That shot was not of a number 10. Looked good playing that shot, did Manish. Chandar cuts it away towards the offside. A slight fumble, allowing the batsman to take another single, 1 more run. Gets a new man back on strike. Pulls it quicker. That's in the air. It was lobbed up in the air, but away from the fielder. Gets away with that one. Manish gets another single. Moves to 2. Chandar back on strike. 2 more deliveries to go in this one. Already a wicket has come off this over. What a sad end to Mahinder's innings. Would have been a great half century if he had got to it. And good effort by the bowler in his follow through. Just extending his arm. Make sure that the batsmen don't take any extra run. heaves it towards the onside, straight to the fielder, but they've got enough time to take a single, and he will keep strike. That's the end of the 17th, and they're 114 for 8 after the end of the 17th. Just 3 more overs to go in this innings. Projected score at this rate is estimated to be around 134. They've still got Chandar, a well set Chandar, batting on 15 of 19 deliveries, and Manish has just joined him, is batting on 2. So starts a fresh over. That one just sneaks under his bat.
तो यहाँ पर अच्छी पोजीशन में दिखता हुआ इस वक्त, जी हाँ, लाल एंड सिटी एलएस ऑन सेट की दिशा में जी एक अच्छी कमबैक की है लाल एंड सिटी ने अपनी बीच में लगातार विकेट्स खोने के बाद। अभी यहाँ पर 2 विकेट सुरक्षित और स्कोर पहुंचा हुआ 115 रन और करीब 2.5 ओवर शेष। तो देखते हैं यहाँ पर कितना टोटल बोर्ड पर लगाते हैं। एक वक्त लग रहा था कि यहाँ पर 100 के पार पाना भी मुश्किल हो जाएगा, मगर बढ़िया वापसी लाल एंड सेठी की। जी हाँ, अगर इसी तरीके से चले तो करीब करीब यहाँ पर 135 के करीब टोटल बोर्ड पर होगा आज का ये दूसरा मैच, और दोनों ही मुकाबले यहाँ पर दमदार चलते हुए। जी हाँ, बड़े बड़े शॉट्स की ज़रूरत इस वक्त, और एक लड़ने वाला टोटल बोर्ड पर लगा दिया है। थोड़ी हवा में रखी गेंद और मिसफील्ड, इस तरह के मिसफील्ड, जी हाँ, थोड़ी भारी पड़ सकती हैं, मगर ये थोड़ा सा हाँ नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाते हुए क्या गेंदबाजी रही हिमांशु। अपने 4 ओवर में 22 रन देकर 4 विकेट प्राप्त करते हुए पूरे तरीके से मिडिल ऑर्डर को ख़त्म कर दिया था लाल एंड सिटी के। तो जी हाँ, जर्सी नंबर 17 कम्स टू बॉल, लॉक करने की कोशिश बीट हुए पर पूरे तरीके से। ने 20 साल पूरे करता हुआ सिल्फ क्रिकेट लीग, और वहीं इन एसोसिएशन विद टर्फ इट्स 15th एडिशन 2023। थोड़ा अपनी लाइन से भटकते हुए अंपायर का इशारा वाइड का। 19 ओवर चलता हुआ 119 रन 8 विकेट के नुकसान पर। थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर अपनी लेंथ में बदलाव किया हल्के हाथ से खेलते हुए, और 1 रन का इजाफा। और वहीं अपनी गेंदबाजी में जी हाँ एक अच्छी शुरुआत चाहिए होगी लाल एंड सिटी को। एक लड़ने वाला टोटल बोर्ड पर लगा दिया है, कट किया, और जी हाँ एंटिसिपेट ठीक से नहीं कर पाए। 1 रन जुड़ता हुआ टोटल में मनीष और चंदर की जोड़ी उस वक्त मैदान में मौजूद। चंदर इज बैटिंग एट 18 of 24। लीडिंग एज गेंद हवा में, और यहाँ पर यू कांट मिस डॉली। एक आसान सा मौका आया था, और आखिरी वक्त पर यही मौके जो हैं भारी पड़ते हैं। अगर यहाँ पर विकेट गिर जाती तो कम से कम 8 से 10 रन की सेंध लग सकती थी इनके टोटल में। और मैच अपने आखिरी मोड़ पर होता है तब ये रन बहुत खलते हैं। स्लॉक किया, बढ़िया फील्डिंग मिड विकेट में, एक रन जरूर जुड़ेगा। कप्तान को अपने इस प्लेयर से उम्मीद कि कम से कम आखिरी ओवर में 12 से 15 रन जुड़े तो एक 135 के आसपास का जो टारगेट है वो थोड़ा सुकून जरूर देगा लाल एंड सिटी के खेमे को। उन्नीस ओवर के बाद स्कोर हुआ है 123 रन 8 विकेट के नुकसान पर। जी हाँ, लगातार अपनी विकेट गंवाता ही रहा लाल एंड सिटी, मगर लोअर मिडल ऑर्डर के द्वारा ये वापसी और एक, जी हाँ, फाइटिंग टोटल बोर्ड पर आखिरी 6 गेंदें और पूरी उम्मीद होगी कि यहाँ पर कम से कम 12 से 13 रन जोड़े जाएं। जी हाँ, बढ़िया शुरुआत डॉट के साथ। आज के दिन का यह दूसरा मुकाबला ग्राउंड नंबर 1। थोड़ी हवा जरूर दी। हाँ, प्लेसमेंट इतनी बेहतर नहीं, एक ही रन जुड़ेगा। क्रिकेट का बुखार इस वक्त पूरे इंडिया में, और वहीं आज इस टूर्नामेंट की शुरुआत स्लॉक करने की कोशिश, काफ़ी बढ़िया ये आखिरी ओवर यहाँ पे चलता हुआ। एसेंड लॉ के कप्तान को थोड़ी सी राहत यहाँ पर। पहली 3 गेंद में सिर्फ 1 रन। जी हाँ, बॉडी लैंग्वेज इस वक्त यहाँ पर एसेंड लॉ की इज वेरी कंपेटिटिव। खेल दिया यहाँ पर लॉन्ग ऑफ की दिशा में, 1 रन का होगा इजाफा। और बिल्कुल यहाँ पर कम से कम टीम को रोक सकते थे 100 के अंदर। वहीं इस वक्त करीब करीब, जी हाँ, 40 से 50 रन अतिरिक्त बनते हुए जो बहुत खलने वाले हैं एसेंड लॉ को। और इसी के साथ इस पारी की समाप्ति।
बॉलर कौन था? सूरज। सर बॉलर सूरज था क्या?
कितना हुआ? 124।
इस साइड आएगा ना तो निकल से इस साइड आ जाएगी।
तो जी हाँ, यहाँ पर लाल एंड सेठी की पारी समाप्त हुई है 126 रन पर।
झाड़ू लेगा तो ही
और एसेंड लॉ गेट्स अ टारगेट ऑफ 127 रन्स।
अभी और 2 घंटे में पता चलेगी धूप कहाँ कहाँ है।
चलिए यार खाना खाए।
this particular pitch, scoring becomes slightly difficult. Having sense that probably the team that won the toss, they knew that beat whatever sport they play. You see, any sport, any Dutchman representing their country, the fans, they turn up in orange. Goes big, goes straight down the ground. What a shot that is! That's never easy. They're picking up the pace now. These two have had a
measure of the bowlers and also of the pitch. Goes hard again, but straight to the fielder. No timing whatsoever there. It was all power, no time. Bowled an economical first over. Oh, that was in the air. That was in the air again. A shy at the stumps. And the batsman was a goner if he had it. Risky singles. Has picked up a wicket in his quota of 2 overs. Has given away just 11 runs. He's got two more overs to go, and in all likelihood the team might hold him back to bowl the death. That's it straight. That's coming towards the onside. A couple of bounces and 4 more runs. In the previous over we saw that the batsman started off the over with a maximum. This time he started the over with a boundary. That always puts the pressure on the bowler. Shot, and just like in the previous over, he was after those 2 wickets trying to put the pressure on the batsman. Remember, there are only 2 out there in the middle and you are 11. So you'll always outnumber them. Things very simple. Wickets is what they're looking for. It's very evident they're looking for wickets. They know that the best way to keep the scorecard, the score down is to pick outside the circle, and the ball becomes softer and more rough, and it aids the spinners. It becomes difficult to score. We've seen this pattern. Again goes for the big one through the outside. It was in the air, was hanging up in fielder, doing well, quickly getting to it, keeps it down to just a couple. Another brace there. He's got a solid action, and he's carved it away towards extra cover. Never an easy shot to play. The bowler has struck to a very good line, and he's just manufactured that shot. Brilliant stuff. Again, advances on the track through the onside. Field restrictions in place. The fielder, can he get to it? This time he can't. 4 runs. Start of a fresh over. This would be the final power play over. Starts over the wide, just away from the tram line. I will have to re-bowl that one, the bowler. Go straight. And the fielder can't do anything. That was way over his head. Dot ball. Looks to sweep it away towards the onside. Dot delivery. Oh, another full toss. Get some wood on it, and that's traveling. Just using the pace of the bowler. Is that a no? And so are the restrictions. 6 overs have been bowled. The projected score from here on, if they go in the same clip, would be 187. Spin has been introduced. A leggy comes into the. So the current run rate is 8.84. So this is the interesting phase. 3 dots on the trot is from Suraj. This is the phase where we saw in the previous game as well. The batsmen were struggling to score. They were struggling to get the big hits out and stomping. So the bowling team pulling things back. That's the beauty of 2020 cricket. It's just a matter of one delivery. It's just a matter of one over. We saw in the previous over that the batting was on top. They scored heavily. That was the final over. What dot balls do to you? They trouble you psychologically, and just evading the fielder at short extra cover. A couple of more runs, 2 more runs there. A brace. So that is the first run in this over. Courtesy of wide. He's got an unusual approach to the crease and he's picked up a wicket. It's unusual. And again, on that occasion as well, the ball staying slightly lower than he expected. So we've seen that there has been variable bounce on this pitch. That's high in the air. Long on getting underneath that one. Has he taken it? Exposes Chandar in front of Himanshu. Himanshu, can he pick up a 5? Plays that well. Bit of bad bounce for the fielder, but he does. Number 9 is out there. Couple of more deliveries to go. That's in the air, just short of the fielder. Does well. So with the dot, Manoj bowled a decent first over, giving away just 4 runs. That's hit hard, but excellent fielding. Confusion at 2 ends. I think the throw was at the wrong end. Bowling his second has been economical. Tossed up in the air, that's a low full toss. Puts it in the gap. Can he pick up a 5? It would be a dream debut for Himanshu. I reckon he's playing his first game. What a start to the tournament he's had. Outside edge, thickish outside edge that is running away towards the... He's been sensible. And he's played every single delivery along with the merit of the ball. Hits it straight. And that's handsome as well. So continues to be spin. The offie comes into the attack. Hits it hard. Sweeper cover. Does well. Keeps it down to just a single. Hits so hard. He knows his role. Huh? 17. Oh, chance of a stumping there. Jatin. 2 runs have come of this over so far. But they don't mind it if they get to that 16 over mark. They can accelerate in the final 4 overs. Does well. Excellent bit of work by the fielder at long off the fielding team. They're rotating their bowlers. Surinder comes in to bowl the 16th. Mahinder, the man on strike, goes through the onside. There was a big wicket gap there. Long on, misfield. So start of the 17th over. Again, they're persisting with spin. Oh, what a catch! That is a stunner! That was dipping, that was travelling hard. He's batting at 18 of 24. लीडिंग एज गेंद हवा में और यहाँ पर यू कांट मिस डॉली को रोक सकते थे 100 के अंदर। वहीं इस वक्त करीब करीब जी हाँ 40 से 50 रन अतिरिक्त
खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, then why go out? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्थी
Yes, welcome everyone as we are in the run chase. So it is a match between Lal and Sethi and S&A Law while batting first. Yes, Lal and Sethi has put 127 on the target. As we are ready with the first ball. Rajinder is the man. Left-handed seamer starts with a shot of length. Plays back to bowler. It's the second match on ground number 1 in modern school. Indeed, for the facilities we are finding in this ground of modern school. Such a wonderful day of cricket. Has got shot of length. Gave full respect. And such a fighting total has been put by Lal and Sethi on the board. The sun is shining. And there is an... And what an impeccable shot. Certainly. Gets boundary. He simply picked it and thrashed it
The
towards
sun is shining.
the long leg area and gets a boundary.
There is an...
What an impeccable hit.
And what an impeccable shot. Sir,
Directly traveled towards the commentary box. Once again, low full toss, and you can't pull these kind of deliveries. It was such a loosener
sir,
and a gentle pick by the strong man.
travel towards the commentary
Indeed,
box.
that is a power-packed shot.
Once again, low full
Picked on the
toss, and
onside.
you
Next boundary,
can't
back-to-back boundaries.
pull the...
Comes forward. This plays with the soft hands. No single is taken. So this is the kind of start they are looking for. No, target is not that much big, but a few wickets can put you in dangerous position. 127 रन का लक्ष्य है बोर्ड पर और बिल्कुल यहाँ पर जिस तरीके से एक वापसी करी इस मैच में एस&ए लॉ ने, दैट इज रियली फिनोमिनल। और अब यही कोशिश होगी कि जल्दी यहाँ पर विकेट्स लिए जाएं। पहले ओवर के बाद यहाँ पर स्कोर हुआ है टीम का 8 रन बिना किसी विकेट के नुकसान पर और तो ताबड़तोड़ बाउंड्रीज और अपने इरादे जाहिर कर दिए हैं कि यहाँ पर किसी भी कमज़ोर गेंद को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। फिर इन द सेकेंड ओवर it's a target of 127 runs. Though we saw hat-trick in the first inning और उसी तरह की यहाँ पर गेंदबाजी देखनी को बेताब होंगे लाल एंड सिटी के कप्तान।
अभी नहीं लिखा।
Yes, Rajendra, Rajendra comes to bowl the second over. Beautifully bowled. Batter was looking to cut it. No connection is made. Beg your pardon, it's Mahinder. Mahinder यहाँ पर गेंदबाजी में. जी हाँ, दूसरा ओवर लेकर आए हैं और क्या बढ़िया यहाँ पर बल्ले का साउंड सुनने को मिल रहा है. ये मिडल जरूर किया है मगर फाइंड्स अ फील्डर एट लॉन्ग ऑफ रीजन.
So they've started on a positive note, these two. It's not the biggest of total they're looking to chase down. 127 is the target they've been set. And in all likelihood, it is a fighting total considering that they've got a very strong bowling unit. The men in orange. So Lall and Sethi, generally they gel together as a team, and that is why they are so dangerous. You know, today their batting didn't quite get going, but they've got a very fighting spirit. They are a feisty team and almost pulling up the first wicket. Excellent fielding that, travelled quickly towards the ball, and that was dropping. That ball was going down quickly, got low, almost pulled off a blinder there. The batsman is really lucky to get away with that one. A single taken meanwhile. So the score moves into double digits. 117 more required. Sometimes these low totals, they make up for interesting matchups. And much more entertaining than your high-scoring T20 games. This time beaten all ends up the batsman. He was playing a defensive stroke, just missing the edge by a whisker. Played and missed. So very good start this by Mahinder. Just 2 runs given away so far. Final delivery of the over. Can he finish it off well? That is a question. Final delivery coming up. Excellent bowling. Excellent bowling. Right in the block hole. That is the end of the second over. Dot ball to finish the over. Second gone. They are 10 for no loss after the end of that one. $117 still required, 10 wickets in hand, 18 overs to go. If they don't try anything fancy, should be an easy run chase this for S&A law firm. They did so well with the ball. The left-hander is back on strike. He'll be facing the right arm. In fact, he'll be facing the left arm. Coming in from around the wicket, plays it straight to the fielder standing at the cover region. Dot delivery. Jatin Kapoor pulled so well. Now he's come out to open. He's one of the MVPs for his team, Jatin. Goes back, goes through the outside. That's a favourite region for the southpaw. And gets a maximum, the first one of this innings. And a big one too. Swings it across. And came in at a very good angle for the batsman. All he had to do was swing through the line, and that's exactly what is done. Just off the sweet spot of the bat. Milled it perfectly. And that's out of the ground as well. They've gone. The ground staff have gone to retrieve the ball. So that is the delay because we're trying to retrieve the ball. He sends it out of the park, the batsman Jatin Kapoor. Jersey number 58 under the pump. He's been dispatched for a 6 by the left-hander. He's looking ominous now. They need this wicket, the bowling team. He goes again through the onside. This time there is protection. The deep fielder in the deep coming in. Can't stop it. That was travelling. 4 more runs. The score quickly moves to 20. He looks to be in a hurry. The left-hander. Jatin Kapoor quickly moves to 19 of just 11 deliveries. He's got a couple of boundaries and a maximum as well. He wants to finish things off pretty quickly. Manoj at the other end has still taken his sweet time. He's batting on one and he's faced 4 deliveries for his one. Jatin Kapoor meanwhile is looking dangerous. Comes over the wicket, the left armour. It's a wide. We'll have to re-bowl that one away from the tram line. Another extra. They can't afford too many extras, the bowling team. They've got just 126 on the board. Manoj to continue, cuts it away. And excellent fielding, brilliant fielding that. Superb reaction. That ball was travelling. And we've seen time and again that the hard new ball travels quickly. He did well. Did really well to get to it. Putting his left hand across. Making that stop. Saved 4 runs for his team. Again, coming over the wicket. What a stylish stroke that is this time. A 6 through the offside. It's gone all the way, has it? Yes, it has. Another maximum for Jatin Kapoor. It's going from bat to worst for the fielding team. Jatin has got going. And he is definitely steamrolling the bowling at the moment. The score moves to 27. 1 more delivery to go in this 3rd over. It's already a big one. Rajinder has conceded 25. 1 more delivery to go. This is his 2nd over. And all those 25 runs have been scored by Jatin. Running in a final delivery. Goes straight. There is a fielder. Does well. Gets down in time. That's the end of the 3rd. 27 for no loss after the end of that one. So looking at the equation, it's fairly comfortable for the batting team. They require 100 runs off the next 102 deliveries. They've got all their 10 wickets in hand. So start off a fresh new over. 3 more power play overs to go. They're scoring a clip of exactly 9. Start of a fresh over, plays it uppishly, plays it straight down the ground, long off will come across, keeps it to just a single. Manoj moves to 2, gets Jatin back on strike. Jatin back batting on 25 at the moment. So now the required runs, they've got into double digits. Goes big again, and this time he threads a gap. Not quite where he intended to hit it, but he saw the gap somehow.
Got into double digits.
I believe he was looking for the extra cover region. That's gone for 4. That's Manoj's first boundary. A big swing of the bat. He's got a lot of power in his wrist, has Manoj. Jersey number 10 continues. Goes big again, goes straight down the ground. Long off in action, almost takes a fine catch. Fumbles at the very last end. That would have been a magnificent catch had he held on to it. What an attempt though. That ball was travelling quick. He hits it straight, just stands and delivers. Long off, it came in quickly, gets the effort just at the last moment. The ball bouncing off his palms, and he tried to grab that in the rebound as well, but not to be, and the batsman gets away with it. Manoj moves to 6, and meanwhile they've sneaked a single. Jatin is back on striker to see that single. Times it pretty well. Straight to mid-off, no chance of a run. That's a dot delivery. So the batting team, they can afford to take their own sweet time. The required run rate is just hovering above 5 at the moment. It will be a wide. We'll have to re-bowl that one away from the tram line. So Mahendra will have to reload. He'll go back to his bowling mark. You've got to think about this as a bowler when you're starting up your run-up. You've got to be mindful that you can't afford too many extras. This is not the biggest of totals they're looking to defend. Again, a stylish stroke with the typical left-hander's elegance, just a punch towards the extra cover region. Gets a single and gets Manoj on strike to face the final delivery of this over. After this over, 2 more overs to go. Final delivery coming up. Manoj is the man on strike. Seems like the batsman wasn't quite ready. Will have to go back to his bowling mark. Run in again. Always frustrating as a bowler that when the batsman is not quite ready, you are raring to go as a bowler, especially in the scorching heat. Never easy for these players under the sun, under the blazing sun. Takes a toll on your body. Straight to the fielder. That is the end of the over. That's the end of the 4th. So 34 for no loss after the end of the 4th. So the batting team has started really well. The target they're looking to chase down is 127. They've got 34 already on the board. We're headed into the 5th over. Power play still in effect. 2 more overs of power play to go. And Jatin Kapoor, Manoj, both of them looking ominous. Jatin Kapoor, the left-hander in particular, he's been severe on the bowlers. So Jatin will be on strike, wearing jersey number 17. Ever since the first ball, he's been in some sort of hurry. He wants to finish things off pretty quickly. Slight confusion there. Manoj wanted a single sent back by Jatin. The slightest bit of fumbles by the fielder. The bowler wanted him to throw to his end. In the end, Manoj makes back in safety. Oh, just away from the fielder towards the backward square leg region. 4 more runs. That was pure timing. Just a clip of his legs. Just using the pace of the bowler. 4 more added to the total. The score now moves to 40. In fact, I beg your pardon, the score moves to 38 rather. Jatin goes back this time through the offside. That's what the power play does. Just 2 fielders allowed outside, and whenever he's got any width, he's put it away towards that vacant extra cover fence. That's really smart batting. That's not the first time he's played that shot. It's a good check punch that he's played, just extending his arms. It's almost like he's pushing towards the ball, reaching up to it, and all he has to do is clear the inner circle. Looks ever so stylish when he does that. This time cramped for room. Again wanted to make some room and heave it away towards the offside. That ball coming into the left-hander. He was cramped for room on that occasion. A dot delivery. So they're slowly approaching the 50-run mark. And these two have worked together really well. That's punch straight. That's punch in the gap as well. That would be another boundary. 4 more runs. He's looking $1 million there, Jatin Kapoor. How good has he looked? That is why the left-handers are such a treat to watch. His footwork has been immaculate. Incredible timing as well. It's such a treat to the eyes. A typical left-hander's drive. Especially towards the extra cover region. Goes again, same region. Attempted the same region. Straight to the fielder, no chance of a run on that occasion. A dot delivery, and that will finish the over. Another good one for the batting team. 5 overs gone, and they are 46 for no loss after the end of that one. So the final power play over. Manoj is the man on strike. After this, the field restrictions will be taken off. They're 4 runs away from their 50-run mark. So I think it's going to be spin. The spin being introduced. So the keeper invariably coming close to the wickets, standing up to the stumps. So S&A, at the moment it seems like they're running away with this game. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Just using the pace of the bowler. Takes it on the full, guides it away towards the onside. Excellent bit of work there in the field. Fielder running in from square leg, puts in the dive, gets a single. The batsman gets the dangerous Gaurav Kapoor on strike. He's batting on 38 at the moment. This is of the final over of the power plays. Hangs back on the back foot, just a push straight back to the bowler who feels it in his own follow through. They're 3 runs away from the 50-run mark. This is a modest total that they are chasing, the S&A team. Just pulling back the length on that occasion, the bowler, keeping the batsman in check, keeping him guessing. Turns it away towards the square leg region. Again, another dot. He's kept things in check so far, the bowler. He was looking to drive that. And he's found the gap somehow. That's 4 more runs. That's travelled towards the fence. Opens the face of the bat at the very last moment. And what a way to bring up your 50 as well. That was a thickish outside edge and 50 up for S&A. They're doing well in this run chase. So far, they've got this game under control. Drills it towards long on. Another single. With that single, he gets Manoj to face the final delivery of the over. So final delivery of the power plays. Manoj, he's batting on 7. So obviously field changes being made. That's your main nemesis as a fielding team when there is a left-hand, right-hand combination out there in the middle. Plays it straight to the fielder. A dot that will finish the over. That's the wrap. As far as the power plays are concerned. And that's the end of the 6th. So 52 for no loss after the end of the power play overs are S&A. Jatin batting on 43 and Manoj batting on 7.
पागल हो जाते हैं
सही में और क्या कभी भी
वैसे बोलो पेड़ भी चाहिए बैठने के लिए
हाँ वो भी वहाँ तक धूप बहुत लेट पहुँचे ऐसे आते हैं लेकिन वहाँ शायद वो नहीं मिलेगा प्लग पॉइंट होना तो चाहिए वैसे So start of the 7th over, these two have gelled together. This is already an ominous opening partnership. They're looking dangerous. They're looking to run away with this game at the moment. They are on top. So spin at both ends now. So just fine-tuning his field, the bowler. Gaurav Kapoor is the man on strike. Gaurav Kapoor again hangs back on the back foot. Plays pretty late. A bit too late than he would have liked. That ball again staying just a bit low. हाँ यहाँ गिरा. Plays a defensive stroke.
अबे ये तो वो है, बूंद पड़ती है इससे पानी की, इससे तो बूंद पड़ती है भाई, जबरदस्त टिप टिप पड़ता है पानी. ओके, इसको टिप पड़ेगा तो अभी गिर दूं. कुछ नहीं क्या
So the bowler will continue. Manoj, the right-hand batsman, goes straight down the ground, hits it well, hits it really well, but the fielder does well too. That's excellent overall cricket. That was hit hard, that was smoked off the bat. He's timing it really well, Manoj. Seems like doesn't really enjoy running between the wickets. Looks to hit the big shots and hits it straight down the ground as well. Cuts it away, uses the pace of the bowler. Excellent fielding once again. Well, we are witnessing some fine cricket here from both the teams. The batsman played a very good shot, very smart, very innovative, just using the pace of the bowler, opening his face at the very last moment. He's been so good with that. But the fielding, the outfielding especially, has been top notch. They're making sure they're not giving easy runs to the batting team. Long off, long on in place, sweeper cover in place. There's a fielder in the deep as well for the big shots. Goes big, goes through the onside. Cow corner was kind of empty. But the fielder from the deep charges in, keeps it to just a single. One more run. Gets Gaurav on strike. Gaurav will be facing the final delivery of this over. Gaurav batting in his 40s. If he gets to his half century, would be the first half centurion of this game. We saw how Jolly got to a half century in the first game, just away from the fielder. 4 runs. That wasn't too far away from him. Again, he was looking to do that in the previous few deliveries. This time finds the gap. Does well to do that. Nicely bisecting. Nicely threading the gap in the field. So boundary to end the over. Another good one for the batting team. So 7th gone. They're 60 for no loss. Jatin is just 1 run away from his half century. What a knock this has been. Well, the pressure clearly on the bowling team, but you've got to make it count as a batsman. You know, sometimes these low-scoring games could be tricky. You lose a couple of early wickets and suddenly you're on the back foot. And the fielding team is right on top. They're buoyed with their early success. And the pressure just piles on you. Manoj, meanwhile, will be facing the first delivery of a fresh new over. Bowls it short, drills it towards a long on, who just waits for the ball to approach him. So, I really believe that these two have missed out on a lot of singles. They're just making sure that they're not energy sapped by the end of their innings. They haven't put in the hard yards as far as the running between the wickets is concerned. They're just jogging down the park at the moment. So Jatin just 1 run away from what would be a splendid half century. Batting on 49. He's batted so well. Again, looking to just help it away towards a fine leg fence. Wide signal by the umpire. Plays it defensively. straight to the fielder. Dot delivery on that occasion. He knows that he's got a task to do here. And he's got to finish the job. And he waits a field. Oh, a boundary that would be. And what a way to bring up your half century. Nice, he carves it away. 4 more runs. Another boundary to bring up his half century. Raises his bat for his team. And why not? Special knock this. It's looked so good since ball 1. And what an opening partnership this is. This is what exactly they expected from their openers. And they've delivered. Just looks to guide it away towards square leg. Now the dot. So final delivery of the over coming up. Jatin batting on 53. The score is 66. Plays it towards long off. Again, they just walk for a single. He will keep strike. That's the end of the over. 8th over gone. There's 67 for no loss after the end of the 8th. So Manoj is at the non-strikers end. He's batting on 10. The score at the moment 67 for no loss. The required run rate is well under control. Jatin, he's been sensational. He's looked so comfortable out there since ball 1. And really, the bowlers have had no answers. An off spinner comes into the attack. Jatin again just drills it towards long off. Again, they barely walk in for a single. That's how comfortable it has been for these two. Really. That just sums up the day they've had on the ground, SNA. Just like that. Just like on the previous deliveries we've seen, it's been a cakewalk truly for them. But can the bowling team come back into this game? He's driven so well straight down the ground, has Manoj. But there is enough protection. If he goes slightly straighter, just behind the wickets, might get a boundary. He's hitting them so well. He's found long off on a number of occasions. Jatin back on strike with that single. Jatin works it off his legs. Again works it away towards the long on region. That particular fielder has a lot of work to do. He's been toiling hard under the sun in that particular region. I'm sure in the previous delivery that wasn't the last time that Manoj attempted that big stroke straight down the ground. He loves that area straight down the ground. Again goes for it, just as I said. Times it a bit too well. Travels so quickly to him. You've got to be a very good fielder if you got to get to it. That ball is traveling. He's hitting them fiercely. Such a good timer of the ball. And this time that has evaded the batsman as well as the keeper. That will run away. Fielder coming in from third man gets to it. Again, just a single. I think they've missed out on too many singles. The running between the wickets hasn't been the best. The score moves to 71. Jatin back on strike. This is the ninth over, remember. They've got a lot of overs to get to 127. A dot right in the block hole. That's the end of the nine. There's 71 for no loss after the end of that one. विजिबिलिटी बहुत कम हो गई जब से कैप्टन बना विजिबिलिटी बहुत कम हो गई
उसको वो खा गया ना उसकी टीम का रिंको से
हाँ
वो खा गया लगती है ना नहीं तो टीम में आने वाला था वो इंडियन टीम उसके चांसेस बने हुए थे
पार्ट टाइम बॉलिंग भी करता था
नीतीश राणा
हाँ वो जब भी बॉलिंग करता विकेट ले जाता है यार वो अजीब सुरेश रैना जैसा पता नहीं कैसे विकेट मिलता है So we'll get started with the 10th over. Manoj is the man on strike. A faster bowler comes into the attack. Down the leg side. We'll have to re-bowl that one. Just missing his mark. A loosener there on that occasion. The umpire signals it as a wide. And rightly so. The score moves to 72. These extras, what they'll do is make things even more easier for the batting team. And he swung it away towards the onside. 4 runs. You can't bowl there to Manoj. He's such a sweet timer of the cricket ball. And when he hits them, it stays a hit. So good in plucking the gaps as well. These two moving along nicely. What a partnership this has been. The best opening partnership of the game goes through. Kenna was looking for the big shot through the onside. This is almost like they're making a statement, S&A. They're putting on a show, they're putting on a display. This is a display of might by both these openers. Their bowlers did the job early on. Now their opening batsmen showing their mettle. Plays it straight to long on again, not picking up a single, deciding against it. And I've got to ask why. That is a question. Maybe they want to save their energies for those shots, for those kind of shots. They don't like no singles because they can hit the boundaries just like that with relative ease. How easy he made that look. That was an incredible stroke. Wonderful stuff by these two in the block hole. Good comeback by the bowler. He pushes it away but straight to the fielder. Dot delivery. The score moves into the 80s now. You can't help but think of the similarities between Manoj and the great Inzamam, the legend. The stance is similar, and the shots, the elegance, plays the ball so late from under his eyes, and those big shots he plays, I mean, it reminds you of that lazy elegance that Inzamam possessed. Of late, you see that with the modern day great Rohit Sharma as well, but more so because of the stance Manoj has. He's leaning a bit towards the offside and heaving the ball towards the onside. And when he hits them hard, it doesn't look like as if he's trying to hit it too hard. He possesses so much of power, and he's such a delight to watch when he's hitting straight down the ground as well. I think it's probably because of the heat. Both the batsmen seem to be struggling now. And in all probability, that was the reason why they opted against those singles, those easy singles. But nevertheless, we're at the halfway mark, and SNA are going along nicely. Both Manoj and Jatin looking really solid out there. They 80 for no loss, and they require 47 of the next 60 legal deliveries. We'll have a drinks break, and we'll join you after drinks.
अंदर से हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट। जब स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट घर पे, देन व्हाई गो आउट? साफी के 28 हर्ब्स का यूनिक फॉर्मूला खून को साफ करके स्किन को बनाए हेल्दी अंदर से। हमदर्द साफी, हर घर का स्किन
उसका बजट है 300 करोड़ का।
450।
450 हो गया।
या बर्ड के क्या दूँ? बर्ड्स। बर्ड्स कौन से? ये सब लेके घूमूंगा क्या अब मैं? अच्छा, कान में लगाने वाले वो नहीं लाया यार। मेरे को लगा ईयरबड्स पूछ रहे हो।
जानवर ये सबसे बनाएगा।
So start of the 11th over, change of ends. A mandatory change of ends after the 10th over. First delivery, the bowler, the medium pacer coming in, and Jatin just turns it away towards the onside using his wrist, but straight to the fielder. No chance of a run on that occasion. That's a dot delivery. The score at the moment 80 for no loss. 127 is the target they're supposed to chase down. Makes room, goes through the offside sweeper cover, has some job to do. Cuts it off well. Cuts it off well. Does really well. Saved 3 runs for his team. Excellent fielding. Had to hurry there. You've got a quick leg. You need quick legs there in the outfield with these two. Got a big task out there, and the sun blazing down doesn't make things easier for you. This has been utter dominance from SNA so far. Oh, just away from the fielder. Was a very difficult chance, I tell you that. He was backpedaling. It's never going to be easy, and in the end might just have got some fingertips on it. Gets away with that one, the batsman. Manoj and Jatin have played some very good cricketing strokes. They've been so good to watch together, and they've really put on a show for us. The job is not done. And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Wide signal by the umpire. That was travelling quickly. The keeper couldn't stop it. 4 runs, 5 runs. In fact, if you look at the wide as well, 5 byes. That just sums up the day as far as the bowling team is concerned. Not the best of days they've had. You can be rest assured that they will come back strongly. Looks to use his feet, Jatin. And the keeper is pretty brave. He's standing pretty close to the stumps. Not quite up to the stumps as he would have to a spinner. But still, he's very close to the wickets. The batsmen are looking to use his feet. On the legs, clips it away. The fielder from the deep comes in, keeps it to just a single. 1 more run. So, as I've talked about it on a number of occasions, when the ball is hard, shiny and new, it just travels through the surface of the ground pretty quickly because it's harder. But as it becomes softer, because of the big blades of grass, it travels slower. So the outfield becomes slower indeed as the game progresses. So the teams, all the teams, remember we've got 32 teams this time around in this tournament. They'd be looking at it. They'd be studying the conditions, the outfield, the pitch, also their opponents. So they'll be watching closely. Meanwhile, a dot, and that finishes the 11th. They are 88 for no loss.
और यहाँ पर स्कोर पहुंचा हुआ 88 रन 11 ओवर के बाद, और अपने टारगेट से बहुत ज़्यादा दूर नहीं। जी हाँ, आज का ये दूसरा मुकाबला एस&ए लॉ और लॉ एंड सिटी के बीच में चलता हुआ, और पूरे तरीके से यहाँ पर जतिन डोमिनेट करते हुए। जी हाँ, एंड चेंज हो चुके हैं, और जिस तरीके से बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं ऐसा लगता है कि काफ़ी ज़्यादा नीतीश राणा से मिलता जुलता इनका खेल का अंदाज। एक शानदार इंडिविजुअल स्कोर बना चुके हैं 59 रन पर पहुंचे हुए 42 गेंदों का सामना करने के बाद। 12वां ओवर 89 रन की जरूरत। वहीं जो आस्किंग रेट है काफी ज्यादा ऊपर। फुल लेंथ डिलीवरी खेला बट ऑफ की दिशा में। यहाँ का ये दूसरा मुकाबला और पूरे तरीके से यहाँ पर एसएनए लॉ का दबदबा। एक एंड पर मनोज एक प्रभावशाली बल्लेबाजी करते हुए क्वाइट अवे फ्रॉम द बैटर। अंपायर का इशारा वाइड का। और जी हाँ, इस वक्त पूरे तरीके से सूरज सर के ऊपर और जिस तरीके से दोनों टीमें खेल रही हैं, एक जी हाँ बढ़िया खेल स्प्रिट दिखाती हुई। पेशेवर खिलाड़ी नहीं है मगर जिस तरीके से इतनी कड़ी धूप में दे आर शोइंग द परफॉर्मेंस दैट इज रियली कमेंडेबल। लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर वंस अगेन। थोड़े से टेंटेटिव लगे बल्लेबाज और करीब से एक रन चुरा लिया। डेंजर एंड बच्चों के फील्डर। अगर ये थ्रो गेंदबाजी छोर पर होता तो शायद मुश्किल में पड़ सकते थे। और यहाँ पर जी हाँ मनोज रिटायर्ड होकर आते हुए पवेलियन वापस। एक बढ़िया नॉक रहा। जी हाँ काफ़ी थक गए हैं जिस तरीके की यहाँ पर कंडीशंस हैं और जैसा परफॉर्मेंस दिखाया है। काफ़ी सवाल पूछे गए गेंदबाजों के द्वारा और बढ़िया जवाब दिया इस खिलाड़ी ने। कमिंग बैक टू डग आउट, न्यूमैन वॉक्स आउट। 12वां ओवर स्कोर 91 रन और यहाँ से जो फासला है वो 36 रनों का। 50 गेंदे हाथ में। अभी भी 2 गेंदे शेष इस ओवर में। जतन यहाँ पर स्ट्राइक पर। बढ़िया कट किया। फाइंड द फील्डर इन द डीप। 1 रन का होगा इजाफा। इन मैचेस को आप लाइव देख पा रहे हैं। जी हाँ ब्रॉडकास्टिंग की जा रही है यहाँ पर JBMR लाइव के द्वारा। एक्शन रिप्लेस स्लो मोशन और यहाँ पर बल्ले का बाहरी भाग बॉडी से दूर ज़रूर थी और अच्छा खासा रूम मिला बल्लेबाज को अपने हाथ खोलने का। 2 रन का इजाफा होता हुआ इसी के साथ। तो यहाँ पर यहाँ 12 ओवर के बाद स्कोर हुआ है 94 रन 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। Jersey number 76 comes to bowl. Quite full and delivery. यहाँ मनीष गेंदबाजी में। जी हाँ हाथ खोलने का अच्छा मौका और एक्स्ट्रा कवर क्षेत्र में 4 रन, ये बढ़िया कनेक्ट किया। और इस वक्त तो पूरे तरीके से आंखें सेट हो चुकी हैं और जहां चाहे वहां पर शॉट खेलते हुए। और जी हाँ, आसानी से यहाँ पर रन स्कोर करते हुए जतिन। What shot of then down the leg side, और तोहफे में यहाँ पर रन आते हुए। जी हाँ, 4 रन जुड़ते हुए। इट सीम्स दैट इट केम फ्रॉम द पैड। और इसी के साथ 100 अप। Jatin has reached 64 and has taken only 46 deliveries. एक बार फिर से यहाँ पर स्लॉग खेलने की कोशिश थी। अंपायर का इशारा वाइट का, और पूरे तरीके से यहाँ पर बॉडी लैंग्वेज जो है लाल एंड सेठी की। और यहाँ जी हाँ, मौका जरूर आया था मगर ड्रॉप। आसान नहीं होता है ऐसे कैचेस को पकड़ना। तेरहवां ओवर, स्कोर 104 रन। लो फुल टॉस, प्लेस बैक टू बॉलर। तेरहवां ओवर चलता हुआ और आस्किंग रेट काफी ज्यादा नीचे, और पूरे तरीके से इस मैच पर अपना दबदबा बनाती हुई एसएनडी लॉ। इसी के साथ यहाँ 13 ओवर की समाप्ति। स्कोर हुआ 105 रन, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। फुल एंड डिलीवरी, थोड़ा यस नो जरूर, मगर यहाँ पर आसानी से करीब से 1 रन चुराते हुए। से 14th ओवर। करना पड़ता है तो बहुत जरूरी होते हैं। जल तो पिला दो कम से कम यार। और एक बार फिर से बढ़िया साउंड सुनने को मिला बल्ले का, लेकिन फील्डर मौजूद, बट शॉट कवर। Down the leg side. We have to look towards umpire. Indeed, it came from the pad. और सिर्फ फॉर्मेलिटीज इस मैच में रहती हुई जिस तरीके से यहाँ पर आगे बढ़ रहा है। जी हाँ, एसएनडी लॉ। दोनों खिलाड़ी इस वक्त चढ़कर खेलते हुए, हल्के हाथ से खेला ऑन साइड की दिशा में, कोई इजाफा नहीं टैली में। आखिरी गेंद इस 14वें ओवर की। क्वाइट फुलर लेंथ और थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन जरूर, मगर सही वक्त पर भेजा जतन को वापस अपने क्रीज में। तो 14 ओवर के बाद स्कोर है 107, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। तीन बार एक दबा दूं, दो बार तो सिर्फ यहाँ पर 20 रनों की जरूरत। जी हाँ, राजदत्त और जतिन ये एक भी विकेट नहीं प्राप्त कर पाए। एक खिलाड़ी जो डगआउट में गए वो रिटायर्ड आउट, और पूरा फायदा यहाँ पर कोश उठाने की एनआरआर का इस टीम एसएनए लॉ की। फिफ्टींथ ओवर, yes, both batters are trying to be unbeaten. यहाँ मॉडर्न स्कूल का एक ग्राउंड और ये दूसरा मुकाबला। 80 से ऊपर मुकाबले खेले जाएंगे इस टूर्नामेंट में। जी हाँ, दिसंबर, करीब करीब 3 महीने का ये टूर्नामेंट, और ये 15वां एडिशन इस सेल्फ टर्फ क्रिकेट लीग का। जी हाँ, थोड़ा क्रॉस खेलना चाहते थे। ओनली 1 रन इज एडेड। स्कोर पहुंच चुका है 110 रन, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। आखिरी 2 गेंदें, बट फुल लेंथ, बॉल इज राइट अप इन द एयर, फील्डर कम्स अंडरनीथ, और इसी के साथ यहाँ पर एक और। जी हाँ, ऑफिशियली ये पहला झटका लगता हुआ। एक खिलाड़ी पहुंचे थे रिटायर्ड आउट होकर, और यहाँ पर पहली ऑफिशियल विकेट मिली है। लीडिंग एज ऑन साइड की दिशा में खेलने की कोशिश, और गेंद सीधा हवा में, एक आसान सा कैच। बॉल जो जब सूरज आपके सर पर होता है तो ये कैचेस को पकड़ना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है, लेकिन अपना कूल रखा और एक आसान सा कैच। Yes, we thanks to our sponsors, हमदर्द साफी, राम रतन ग्रुप, बार एंड बेंच, इंडियन लीगल न्यूज़। वहीं ये टूर्नामेंट इट्स बीन मैनेज्ड बाय टर्फ स्पोर्ट्स मैनेजमेंट एंड सेल्फ सोसाइटी ऑफ इंडियन लॉ फर्म्स। If we talk about the first match, which is being played by LKS and SKV, तो जी हाँ, पहला मैच SKV ने टॉस जीता था, पहले गेंदबाजी का निर्णय, और वहीं LKS ने पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए बोर्ड पर लगाए थे 205 रन, 3 विकेट गंवाकर। एक बढ़िया नॉक रहा था जॉली का। जी हाँ, कप्तान के अलावा वहाँ तीनों बल्लेबाजों ने क्लिक किया और एक अच्छा टोटल बोर्ड पर लगा दिया। वहीं अच्छी शुरुआत तो मिली एसकेवी को। जी हाँ, पहली विकेट जल्दी गवा दी थी, लेकिन उसके बाद एक बढ़िया शुरुआत मिली थी एसकेवी को। अपनी पहली विकेट गंवाने के बाद दूसरी विकेट अच्छे खासे रन जोड़े। कप्तान का एक बढ़िया नॉक रहा। वरुण अपने 50 रन बनाए, लेकिन उसके बाद मिडल ओवर में लगातार विकेट्स गिरती रही और फलस्वरूप उस मैच को पिक किया एलकेएस ने 51 रनों से जीता हुआ। और वहीं इस मैच में भी जी हाँ, लाल एंड सिटी ने पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए 126 रन बोर्ड पर लगाए। शुरुआत थोड़ा बेहतर रहा, लेकिन उसके बाद बीच में एक हैट्रिक और उसके बाद लगातार विकेट्स गिरती रही, जहां बोर्ड पर लगे 126 रन और पूरे तरीके से डोमिनेट करता हुआ इस वक्त एसएनए लॉ कोई मौका नहीं देता हुआ लाल एंड सिटी को इस मैच में वापसी करने का। जी, ओपनिंग पेयर ने अच्छे खासे रन बटोरे हैं यहाँ पर। जतन की एक दमदार पारी चलती हुई 68 रनों की, और यही कोशिश होगी कि मैच को फिनिश किया जाए। 14 रन दूर अपने लक्ष्य से कुमार और जतिन इस वक्त क्रीज पर मौजूद। और यही एनआरआर का फायदा मिलेगा जब मैच अपने अंतिम मोड़ पर होगा। तो वही कोशिश की यहाँ पर इस मैच में जितना जल्दी और जितनी ज़्यादा विकेट्स बचाकर मैच को जीता जाए, वही फायदा पहुंचाने वाला है। इट सीम्स महेंद्र कम्स टू बॉल, और यहाँ पर गेंद हवा में ज़रूर finds a fielder at point region. Only single is added in the total. 16th over is running. Score is taking at 114. कुमार और जतिन की जोड़ी। महेंद्र once again comes to ball. Good fielding on the onside. मॉडर्न स्कूल बाराकंबा रोड का एक खूबसूरत मैदान, एक बड़ा एज रोड, मगर कोई फील्डर मौजूद नहीं। Both batsmen are taking their time. They know they are in the well set position. बल्लेबाजी के लिए यहाँ पर अच्छी खासी विकेट में मदद मौजूद। हल्के हाथ से ऑन साइड की दिशा में 1 रन का इजाफा। और शुरुआत में जिस तरीके से जतिन ने प्रहार किया, इट वॉज लुकिंग इट माइट फिनिश द गेम जस्ट इन 12 overs. He was trying something rash. No connection is made by Kumar. It's the last ball of the 16th over. Score is 116 with loss of 2 wickets. Quite short of length. He has connected well where it goes. Indeed, it was quite away from the fielder. Only single is added. So yes, it's an end of this over. 16 overs are bowled. Score is 117 with loss of 2. And our target is just 10 runs away. As still 4 overs are left. First and 10 of S&A Law, just to save all their wickets, all of their remaining wickets. They still have 8 wickets in hand. और वहीं इस पहले दिन की बात करें तो एक शानदार शुरुआत होती हुई इस टूर्नामेंट की इन ज़बरदस्त 2 मैचेस से. Whether we talk about the first match that was played between LKS and SKB, it's on the same ground. These 2 matches are happening down the leg side, or yes, it will be an easy call for the umpire. तो रन का इशारा वाइट का. और जहां शुरुआत एक दमदार की थी जतिन ने, वहीं यहाँ पर आखिर में आते आते और जी हाँ वैसे ही हाथ खोल दिए हैं. वही हम बात कर रहे थे कि यहाँ पर आखिर में आते थे थोड़ा सा अपना जो गेम है उसको बदला है, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा सेफ दिखते हुए, लेकिन वहीं अपने आक्रामक अंदाज में दिखते हुए अंतिम गेंद पर ऑन द लेग साइड. उधर हो यस, और खेल दिया है बड़ा शॉट, वेयर इट गोज द मैक्सिमम, बिग वन. और इसी के साथ finishes the inning, has remained unbeaten. Big one, maximum by Jatin, and what a way to finish this match. बढ़िया कनेक्ट किया और right over the boundary rope.